The summit of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations has kicked off in Cambodia. The three-day summit in the Cambodian capital will also include the East Asia Summit. This time, the 10-nation bloc faces a multitude of issues, including the escalating crisis in Myanmar, with increasingly frustrated members of the group struggling to get the country's junta to comply with an agreed peace plan. Several ASEAN members have blamed Myanmar's military rulers for failing to implement a peace plan which was jointly agreed last year. The junta has meanwhile blamed a lack of progress on the pandemic and the obstruction from armed resistance movements that it calls terrorists. Apart from this, the heightened rivalry between the US and China and the disputes in the South China Sea will also find their mention in the talks. At the opening ceremony of the ASEAN Summit, the Cambodian Prime Minister, who is the current bloc chair, said that the regional grouping is at its most certain juncture. The world leaders from across Asia and beyond, including the US President Joe Biden and the Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, the South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol and the Russian Foreign Minister, they are all expected to participate in the various regional forums. The global leaders will discuss ways to enhance bilateral cooperation and the economic partnership. Meanwhile, the string of summits and bilateral sideline meetings also marks the start of a rare flurry of high-profile conferences across the region, which will take place this month. Indonesia will host the Group of 20 summit in Bali next week, followed by the Asia Economic Cooperation meeting in Bangkok.